How you guys feeling tonight? This is Vonnie, aka Phenomenal Risen Woman, and I am a poet. But tonight, I'm going to change things up a little bit. I am stepping out of my comfort zone, and I am doing a comedy bit. This one is based on social distancing. Now, I don't normally do this, so this can turn out amazing. Or it could be a train wreck. I guess we'll both find out. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. So brace yourselves, because here it is. So, guys, I have been practicing a lot of social distancing lately. As a responsible adult, yep, kudos to me, I have been following protocol in order to flatten the darn curve of this COVID-19 pandemic. And so, as per the guidelines, I have been keeping 6 feet away religiously. And so, since basically the only place I go is food shopping, I have become a social distancing expert at food shopping. The other day, I went to ShopRite, and I went early in the morning because that's when there's no crowd, and no crowd equals more social distancing. So I went early in the morning, practicing my social distancing, and so far everything was going great. I went down the aisle, and I was loving it. I had the supermarket to myself. And lo and behold, as I was halfway down the aisle, another person comes in from the opposite end of the aisle with a cart coming towards me. So I had to back up, make a U-turn, and get out the aisle because I needed to keep 6 feet away. Then I went over to the refrigerator section because I needed some eggs. And as I approached the eggs, there was someone already in the refrigerator going through the cartons. So I made a U-turn and decided to come back later in order to stay 6 feet away. And while I was deciding on what I could do before I came back, I decided, let me pick up some applesauce. Why not some applesauce? It's not something I would normally buy, but we're in some really strange times, and I'm buying things I wouldn't normally buy, so darn it, why not applesauce? It's non-perishable. It's probably healthy. So I decided to buy some applesauce while I was waiting for the refrigerator to clear. Now, because it's something I don't normally buy, I have no clue what aisle the applesauce, in which aisle it is located. So I proceeded to go to the employee. Now, normally I would go right up to them and I would say, "Excuse me, how are you doing? Can you tell me where such and such item can be found?" But not these days. No. I screamed out, "Excuse me, can you tell me where I can find applesauce?" And at first, he looked at me like I had 3 heads. Because I had on this here hat, this mohawk hat which I don't leave the house without. I will fight somebody over this hat. And on top of that, I have my shades with the flowers around it. And my mask hadn't come in yet, so I had a bandana around my nose and mouth area. And if that wasn't enough, I had on my rubber gloves. I was fully armored to fight this COVID-19. And so once he got over how crazy I had looked, he proceeded to tell me that the applesauce was in aisle 12 or whatever. And so fortunately, I was able to go to that aisle, and there was no one else vying for the applesauce. So I was able to buy it with no issue. And eventually the rest of the supermarket trip went well, and when I went to pay, I was going to get the eggs, by the way, eventually, when the person left and was 6 feet away. And so when I went to pay, I was going to go to the cashier, but I decided, nope, I gotta keep 6 feet away. So I did self-checkout, so I can maintain a distance of 6 feet. Got my receipt, purchases done. I was so proud of myself. Gave myself a stamp of approval. Job well done. A+ on social distancing, yes. And I proceeded to leave the store. Left the store on my merry way to the parking lot. And everything was fine until I got to the parking lot. And would you believe that the person was loading their groceries in the car directly next to mine? And frankly, this was upsetting, because when I got there earlier that day, I made sure to park at least 3 spaces away from other cars, because I wanted to be 6 feet away. So what that means is that while I was doing my shopping, someone proceeded to park beside me. And lo and behold, when I needed to unload my groceries, there they were. So I had to make a U-turn and go back to ShopRite and wait until they left to unload my bags into my car in order to maintain a 6-foot distance. I gotta tell you, I was mad as heck. But you know what? I've come up with a solution to ensure that this never happens again. That's right. From now on, when I go shopping, I'm gonna park my car in the woods and walk to ShopRite. That'll teach them to mess with me. And while I'm in the woods, if I happen to come across any critters, like opossums or raccoons, ooh, I'm ready. I'll teach those little critters better than to mess with me. I'll teach those little critters to keep 6 feet away from me. By the way, if you're wondering why I am inside my home with this hat, I'll tell you why, darn it. I'll tell you why. Because if I can't be outside, then darn it, I'm going to act like I'm outside. And if you got a problem with that, Don't talk behind my back. Say it to my face. Just make sure you're 6 feet away. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe. God bless. And let me know how I did. Should I quit my day job doing poetry, or is there a future, or hit me with your comments. Thank you for watching.